Hi everyone, welcome to my new video. My name is Inadequance. I'm a Pokemon Go streamer on Twitch. Just recently started making YouTube videos as well. I made a Clay Doll video before. This time I will be showing you Chandelure, one of my favorite mons. And it's really viable in Ultra League. As you can see on the right side, I use Dragonite. It's actually a Shadow Dragonite, which makes the team really fragile, by the way. Both Dragonite and Chandler are really fragile. And I use an Abomasnow with it. The Abomasnow is a Hundo. It's leveled to the max. I don't really know if Excel IVs matter, like a defense stat distribution, but I just took the Hundo, which seemed just fine. You will see in these games that Chandler can either sweep the whole team or be kind of useless, but it can put in a lot of work if you get in the right spot. Basically, the only weak things it really has is things like Swampert. It can handle Lapras, and Polion is tough. Can still hit it for a lot of damage. And dragons are very tough too, as the dragon breaths add up really hard. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's get into these battles. Alright, Shadow Dragonite into Snorlax. Alright, Snorlax lead is usually a bit suspicious, so I'm expecting like double dragon or double fairy in the back. Here is the fairy. I don't bring in Chandelure here, even though it's pretty good against fairies. The reason why is because Chandelure actually loses the 2 against fairies, so it's not as reliable. Neither is Abomasnow really, because as you can see, Clefable didn't shield anything yet, and my Abomasnow is already at like 30% HP. I can get to a lot of weather balls here. Maybe I actually do win the 2s with the Excel Abomasnow. Doesn't matter anyway, he lets it go. I'm confident it's double Charmer. It's kind of tough that he save swaps Clefable instead of Togekiss. I can get some weather balls here. I'm kind of in trouble if I don't get a shield there, because as said, Chandler doesn't win the 2s against fairies. But as you can see, my Abomasnow is very thick. It's just a hundo, but the levels help, and I get another weather ball off. I get a shield, the shield I want. I throw a Dragon Claw immediately. It's fine that he swaps immediately. That's actually what I anticipate as well, but it denies him from getting an extra charm in, so that's fine with me. I'm just gonna go straight Flame Charge in. That should secure the matchup. I should also throw immediately, because if I get too low, the Snorlax might kill me with Body Slam or Superpower. I just want to negate as much damage as possible to secure this matchup. Chandler is pretty decent against Charms, although as you can see, the Charms chunk really hard. Yep, that does it. GG's. Alright, Shadow Dragonite into Machamp. This is a good lead. Basically, my strategy in this team is always to sacrifice Dragonite. I have my core in the back, really. Switch is not always important. It can be if I see a Swamp lead, then I do prefer to go for Switch. As you can see, their team is very weak to Chandelure so far, Machamp and Abomasnow. Yeah, as said, Chandelure with a shield defense is just can often be disgusting. My opponent actually quits. I saw on another stream that they had Skarmory in the back, so they had no play there at all. Alright, my whole team beats this, so I just hope they swap out. They do. Into Amok. I'm tempted to bring in Abomasnow, but I might need it in case there's a Swampert in the back, so I might actually go for Switch here. Dark Pulse doesn't one hit me. If I can get energy advantage on Chandelure, it's fine too. That's really low. I CMP with him. Doing that on purpose so he wastes his energy. I think if Muk shields twice, he can just snore me down. I bring in Chandelure here. He brings out a Togekiss, as I just said. I wins in the ones, so Chandelure should be able to just pull through here. Yeah, the opponent brings in Venusaur this game, and he leaves. Alright, here's Banana Ben's actually a friend of mine. He made me this emote here. I'm going to show you on Twitch, which I really appreciate. Let's see how it goes. And Polion. I usually expect either like double fairy, double charm, or there's also this team with Gallade and Toxicroak in the back. I'm pretty slow to this Dragon Claw. If it was Shadow Gallade, he would have sniped me, and I'm in a really tough spot. I actually bring in Chandelure here, even though Abomasnow might be better, because I might need Chandelure against Toxicroak, but if I bring Abomasnow in here, my Chandelure gets aligned to Empoleon, and Waterfalls do a lot. I undercharge here because I know that I want farm on Abomasnow. I need the energy so much. I need Abomasnow to carry me here. I even stopped for a bit to check if he does stop as well, but he doesn't, so it's okay. I now have Dragon Claw stored as well, so I'll just farm this down. Let's see if he has. Yeah, it's Toxicroak. Now, Weather Balls do like 40 to 50%. Toxicroak is pretty squishy. He shields the first one. It's not necessary, but he eventually has shield one anyway. So now, but now that his shield is gone, I can just combo play him here. There we go. Then Napoleon comes in. I have shield advantage. Energy Ball kills from here, so this should be game. I actually gave him the win because, again, I really appreciate the emote he made for me. And I saw he was expert, so I'll let him have this one. Again, GG's, Ben, and thank you. So let him take me out here. Even though that was a very good streak. Alright, Dragonite into Zard. This is pretty scary. If it's Dragon Breath, Zard, especially in the back, is really tough for my line. Dragon Claw does not one-shot. Might be tough if they swap out of here. Wing Attack Zard is slightly better for our balls though. Matchup is not incredibly bad for... But I'm really glad that he brings in this Snorlax here. Because I really... If I lost Switch and this gets aligned to my Chandelure, yeah, it's a really bad matchup for Chandelure. I do win the zeros against normal Snorlax, only barely, but Shadow is just a no-go. It's absolutely a no-go. Alright, take it out. I want to keep Switch here. Don't think it's necessary. My Dragonite is very low, but I just want to be sure of it. Chandelure with a shield advantage looks in a very good spot here, unless it's a Swampert in the back. That's unlikely. It's an Abomasnow. I bring in Chandelure immediately. He did snipe my Dragonite though, but it doesn't really matter. I do shield this in case it's Energy Ball. It will do like 40 to 50%. Chandelure is really fragile. I can take this and then I just double Flame Charge. One Flame Charge barely shouldn't KO from here, but even then he's not very close to a Dragon Claw. So then one Incinerate should kill. We even lag a little. GG's. Right, next match. So far it's going well, but you're also going to see that Chandelure is also has struggles sometimes. Alright, this matchup is actually pretty good because this is where Dragonite is for. Just take shield, or either switch, which is both fine. I just want shield advantage. Now I bring in my Abomasnow. They bring in their Snorlax. Well, thank you. My Chandelure will avoid this now, which is great for me. Although we don't know yet what's in the back. With Drifling can be anything in the back, really. Mainly Ampharos and Abomasnow counters. So I'm not really expecting a Swampert here. Alright, take this out. They swap in their Drifloon again. I actually just swap into my Chandelure because I want to get a head start. I want to keep flame charging here. And it is a Swampert. I actually need to lure it out. Because if I encounter this later, they might actually just go crazy with Hydros on my lower Abomasnow. They could ISO in my Abomasnow. Maybe that would have been a problem. Maybe not. Either way, this works out fine. My opponent throws too late, but if they overfarm more, I would, it still would have been tough for them. And if they threw immediately, my Abomasnow would have just got that Weather Ball even sooner. Alright, again a good lead. I actually failed to recognize this team. It's a pretty common team. Toxicroak, Snorlax and Lapras also comes with Empoleon instead of Snorlax. And because I failed to recognize that, I bring in Abomasnow to avoid the Toxicroak. What is going to happen here? My Chandelure has to take out both Lapras and Toxicroak. Chandelure actually wins the 2s against Lapras. However, the thing is, you have to time it perfectly, and it helps if your opponent times wrong. So I need him to shield this. He does not. I bring in Dragonite again. They bring in Lapras. Okay, so this Lapras has an energy advantage. That's really scary for my Chandelure. It's really hard to time my moves correct as well now. So Incinerate is a 5-turn move. It's really hard to time this. Shield the first one, that's good for me, because the next Flame Charge will do more. They time pretty bad, so I get almost a full free Incinerate in. It really helps. So if they're not at their serve in one Ice Shot here, I should take them out, but they are. And that should be game. Yeah, so if we were on equal energy, I likely would have won this. And if I just kept switch with my Dragonite, then cleared the backline with both Abomasnow and Chandelure, it would have been fine as well. That's how I usually play it out. Abomasnow, I don't want to bring in Chandelure in immediately. There's usually a fighter with Abomasnow. The reason why is because I don't want to bring in my hard counter, and Chandelure is a hard counter. You know, we've seen that the Incinerators do a lot here. Alright, I got the shield advantage. Actually, all I wanted. I want to get another one. I want to get shields down, so I can nuke the back line with a shield advantage. Actually, didn't keep track of count here. So yeah, I didn't expect him to get to a move. He actually throws a sludge bomb. Maybe he had dynamic punch. He has a Politoed. I make a big misplay here, although I don't think I would have won this match anyway. But what I should have done here was just swap and get farm on a Abomasnow with Chandelure later. But as you can see here, my opponent is smart. They get their health. They let their health get very low, so my Chandelure barely gets any farm. And after the Weather Ball of Politoed, it will just take out my my Chandelure here. This is a good game, well played by my opponent. Very tough team comp for me. Yeah, Abomasnow lead is tough because usually there's water in the back, and Chandelure, yeah, against water. Alright, again, Abomasnow. And again, Fire. All according to plan. I overtap here, very good play by me. But yeah, my Abomasnow is pretty thick, so I survive. I throw the Weather Ball. I should have thrown Energy Ball, but it's fine, they shield anyway. Bring in Dragonite. Oh, actually, I brought in Chandelure here to get a head start. A big head start. In hindsight, I think bring Dragonite to absorb all the damage might be the better play. But this way, I buff my Chandelure and get a lot of energy. They have a Drifloon in the back. Oh boy. Oh boy. Chandelure is absolutely going on a roll here. The Flame Charge comes so fast, they don't time well. Yeah, just farm up to 100 to one-shot them both. And that should be game. The Incinerators add up so much here. I've already done 60% damage here. And the Abomasnow dies to one Flame Charge. Absolutely insane. So this is where, in this spot, Chandelure absolutely destroys. Okay, Umbreon. Umbreon's tough, but I'm glad I see it in the lead. Umbreon usually means that there's no Snorlax in the back, so it makes me feel pretty safe. I'm expecting something like Charizard or Venusaur in the back. I'm not expecting Swampert really, because it doesn't do really well against fairies. Although normal Swampert with Sludge Wave is not bad really. Let's see how this goes. It should almost be in Energy Ball range if it's a fully Excel Umbreon. Looking at CP it is. Yeah, barely even kills. This thing is so thick. Now, let's see what's in the back. They bring out Swampert. Interesting. I just throw Energy Ball. I know I get to another one if I shield. They let it go. And they have Venusaur. So that was a good play by them by letting the Energy Ball go, hoping that I would go for the Weather Ball and then maybe they could sludge me. I think it was a good play by them. Alright, this is pretty neutral lead. I kind of don't like it though, because this thing also comes with waters in the back. I go for the bait here. Outrage will almost KO this thing. And as you can see, when I throw Outrage, they always shoot. When I throw Tranquil, they never shoot. You all know it probably. As you can see, it's pretty neutral. I actually let it go, which is kind of unsatisfying for me. Shadow Gallade. So you think that as a ghost type Chandelure is good against this? Well, it's not. The reason why I bring it Chandelure in here is because I'm expecting a water type to cover Escavalier's greatest weakness, which is Charizard. So either something like Ampharos or Swampert. He's at a close comp here, so I shoot this obviously. Let's see what he brings in. It's a Toxicroak. That's totally not what I expected. And it's very weak to Charizard. It's actually just triple fighter. As you can see, Abomasnow gets very fast to those Weather Balls. It really helps. Gotta counter through. Do I survive this? I do. 1 HP. 1 HP. But in hindsight, if I knew this, obviously I would bring Chandelure. I would bring Abomasnow into this and then Chandelure for the sweep. But yeah, as said, with Escavalier usually comes things like Swampert and Ampharos. Alright, decent lead for me again. Usually if they stay in, they bait me. And because I don't really care about switch, I don't shoot anything here. Let's see what this opponent does. Baits. Double rocks cross chop actually kills as well. This is fine. They don't get to move. I can get a full incinerate on this, which is just great for my Chandelure. See what they have. They have a Zard. Well, that's fine. Abomasnow avoids this now. Shadow Ball does like 85%. A lot. Now I can just farm that with 2 shields. And let's see what they have in the back. Because when they bring this into my Chandelure, I'm really confident. It's a Clefable. And I really dislike Charmers, so let's light this up. Can even go for Shadow Ball here. Doesn't matter, they both KO. Let's game. Chandelure again for a big sweep. Alright, Dragonite into Zard again. Dragon Red Zard will be awful for me. This is Wing Attack. Wing Attack Zard actually gets to his Dragon Claw before I do. However, this guy doesn't throw before I do, so that's great. I actually let it go because it should be in 1 Weather Ball range, which is fine for me. The fact that he gets farm is not fine though. I shield this because he's at a Blast Burn. He baits me. It's not nice. I did count. This should be another Dragon Claw. Yep. It's unfortunate that he's CMP with me, but it's good play by him. Getting some extra damage in. Gallade. So Zard and Gallade. Which makes me think there might be a Venusaur in the back. Because Gallade is kind of a pseudo grass. And it is a Venusaur. The reason why I swapped here is because I tried to catch a move. Both Close Combat and Leaf Blade are resisted. Of course, if it's synchronized, I likely die. Should be game. Transplant does about 60% on Chandelure. But I had a shield, so it's fine. Here comes Gallade again. I might have 2 Leaf Blades, but it doesn't KO from here. Now he's energy dry. You can't stack 3 Leaf Blades, so it's game. I can add a move. Nice. GG's. Alright. I'm about the 2900 rating here. I gained a lot again over the past couple weeks. I think I gained 800 in 8 days or so. And Polion, I just love to see this in the lead, and if they stay in. Again, I go for Dragon Claw here, because if I throw Outrage and they shield, they can just farm me down and double Trail Pack my Abomasnow. I would not appreciate that. Alright, and because I timed well, and he tries to farm me down, I actually just Dragon Bread it down and simultaneous KO with this. He swapped his Gallade earlier in than I swapped, so I can just pick Abomasnow here. I think Chandelure can take on the backline because Empoleon is gone. I don't shield this, because if he close combats me, I can just do some very damaging incinerates, or he'd swap out anyway. I do shield here. I kind of miscounted or overtapped, because I want to throw it before he did. Can I throw him down? I can. Nice. And there's a Venusaur in the back. So Chandelure is not gonna do a lot here, because this Venusaur was already almost down before I even get in there. Yeah, good game. Alright, Togekiss, that's horrible. I bring in Chandelure, that's usually my safe swap. It's an Airless Togekiss, that's pretty bad. And Polion, I get hard counted really bad here. Let's see if Chandelure can I get to another? I can, at 1 HP, IVs matter. Very nice. So I get a shield here if they want to keep alignment, they do. Still not great. I need Abomasnow to sweep. I actually bring it in here because I want all the farm I can. I don't know if that was the play. Since it's an Air/Slash Togekiss, it gets pretty fast to its Flamethrower and to his Aerial Ace, if it has that. He has a Shadow Executor. Well, that makes me think that Abomasnow actually has some play here. But yeah, I CMP with him. He wins CMP, Tokus wins CMP, Aerial Ace kills from there. And I think I just quit here because without Hurricane I can't do anything against Tokus. Besides that, I wouldn't even get to my outrage. Alright, bad lead again. I bring in Chandelure. Chandelure on even energy wins. However, they bring in Poliwrath. That's actually not terrible for Chandelure. However, if they shield, it's unlikely that they get switch. I don't expect them to shield. It's very risky to throw Flame Charge and then your big move. I'd rather just throw the big moves the whole time. Unless in shield scenarios where Flame Charge is not resisted. I actually want to go for switch here. I actually do. He has 2 Ice Punches, not great. I have to go shields down if I want switch, but as I already gave him 1 shield, I might as well give him the second as well to keep switch. It's a Drifloon in the back. That's not really great. And Anna switching Abomasnow. I don't think he switched Lapras in here, so he Ice Winds me. Probably brings Lapras back in. Tries to catch a Weather Ball. But as I was over farming, I was counting his moves, so just keep over farming. Even debuffed, the energy ball will kill 2 energy balls. It's looking pretty tough here. My timer's not up. But the thing is, he's energy dry here. Although he no longer is. I get this off. I should be able to Dragon Breath this down. Yep. And if it did kill me, I could have CMP'd with him with Dragonite on the next Ice Wind, so I would have won it anyway. This is one of my favorite leads, especially if they swap out. This person does not, which makes it pretty tough if there should be something like a Swampert in the back. I do get Switcher anyway, so not really a threat immediately. They swap into Dragon Breath Sword. This is what I fear. This thing is so tough for my line. I do fear the Blast Burn and called it correctly. And I'm counting his Dragon Breaths. I'm doing that by counting my own moves really. It's 6 of my moves for a Dragon Claw of his. And that's why I recognize this was not a Blast Burn. Let's see what he has for this. I'm not really in a bad spot, but it's also not great. Now I'm in a bad spot, because there's a Typhlosion in the back with a shield advantage. All my moves from Abomasnow are resisted. He gets all the Incinerates through, it seems. Yeah, this is absolutely game. Blastman does about 60%, I think. Yeah, this would have been a fun Incinerate match if we both had even shields, but there's no way I can win this. Absolutely not. He gets the Incinerate through, I don't. It's unfortunate for me, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway. That's a good game and a very cool team too. Dragonite into Zard. See his Dragon Breath. It's 5-spin, that's great. 5-spin actually gets the quickest to the moves really. Well, not to the Dragon Claws. It's a straight 15 turn to Blast Burn. And with Wing Attack that will be 16 and then 14. Well, in this case, Dragon Claw with Wing Attack will be 10 turns, 5 Wing Attacks, and here it's 4 and then 3 Fire Spins, which is 12 and 9. But Fire Spin is great for me, especially when in the lead, because Abomasnow avoids it, Chandelure is decent against it. My opponent brings in Machamp here, makes me think there's a Venusaur in the back. There it is. He catches the Flame Charge. I don't know if that's the right play, because I can just farm it down. Yeah, Chandelure just breaks the back line really. There's nothing my opponent can do here. Yeah. It's beautiful. Chandelure is a really good core breaker of the grass and the fighters. Scavalier. Alright, they swap out into Machamp. I really appreciate that, because now I can align my my Chandelure to this Scavalier. It's a normal Machamp too. Actually, I don't. Okay, I don't. Okay, so the idea now is to just sweep the whole game with Chandelure, I guess. Taking the shield advantage, just farming up a lot. There's no way a Scavalier comes in here. Let's hope. Alright, Lapras. Should be a winnable match with this energy. Although if I time wrong, it might get nasty. But there's no way I don't get to two more flame charges here before he gets to another surf. Yeah. I boost again here. He will definitely shield this. Yep. Now I get boosted again. Yep, that kills Lapras. The flame charge is done about almost 50%, just slightly less than 50% on this Cavalier. That's just disgusting. Alright, I'll bomb snow again. Swap it to my own. No fighter this time. They shield, which makes me think they really want switch. They might have another good thing against Dragonite in the back. In this case, I would be satisfied with one shield advantage, and if I have one shield and they have 0, because then I can just nuke the backline with Chandelure. Shadow Ball does like 80% to most of the things. Actually get to the Weather Ball before he does. I think my opponent lagged a bit there. Yeah, let's go. I only get one Incinerate off here. It's unfortunate, but it's fine. In comes Lapras. Again, I should win this matchup if I time well. But I've also had 1 or 2 matches where I didn't time very well and I actually lose the matchup. I know it does look like it's this one because that Incinerate went through. And the next Flame Charge should kill. Oh, he tries to catch it on a Togekiss. I just go double up, farm it down, then kill the Lapras. The Flame Charge does so much at this point. Once Chandelure starts running, starts throwing Flame Charges, things get really nasty if you don't have hard answers to it. Dragonite and Togekiss, that's horrible. Hopefully no Air Slash, even worse. It's a charm, okay. Opponent stays in, the charms really add up. I throw immediately, try to boost, maybe get a shield. Opponent does not shield, unfortunately. They come with Blaziken. And since Chandelure is so fragile, the counters are even gonna add up here. I throw another Flame Charge, expecting the Blaziken will shield anyway, and I want to get to another move before he does. Yeah, as you can see, this Blaziken is just gonna counter a Ghost down. It's absolutely insane. It's a pretty familiar team. I think it should be like a Bomb of Snow in the back, something really weak to Chandelure, especially if he brings this in. I won't shield. I expect a Bomb Snow to clear the matchup. I swapped there because I thought the Brave Bird would kill, but that's fine. Because in the end I got hard counted anyway. My opponent played really well there. Keeping their Togekiss alive was tough for me, and then keeping switch with the Blaziken made it basically impossible, even though they were so weak to Chandelure. So that was well played by them. Maybe it was a legend in disguise, because they were still expert. Alright, Venusaur is great. Get a shield, that's beautiful. This is the dream. This is the dream. Let's see what happens. They come with a fairy. Again, I bring in a Bomb of Snow. Don't want to review my Chandelure just yet. Although, at this point, I was kind of scared. Because with Venusaur and then Clefable in the back, they are so weak to Charizard. So they must have a Swampert in the back, right? So this might actually be a misplay. I just let it go in that case. Because I want to salvage it. If it is a Swampert, I want to double Shadow Ball it. See what comes out. It's a Charizard, so it was actually the right play. A Bomb Snow is not good against this. I may actually have lost if I brought in Chandelure against the Clefable here. But, you know, it's all hindsight play. Sometimes you don't know if it is the right play until you see the backline. I just finish off with Dragonite here, because that's a bit faster. They probably get to move in my Incinerate as well. Then the game just takes longer. We just want to finish off quickly. Galvantula XL, oh that's so cool. I wish I had one, I don't unfortunately. Galvantula actually wins CMP here. I let this through for science. I don't think it kills. Discharge is not really a strong move, even though Galvantula has a high attack. They probably shield here. I swap into Galvantula Chandelure immediately. They have a Lapras. Let's see how this goes. Again, there were 1 of 2 games where I timed really bad. I think this is the one. The 2-2-1s are no problem for Chandelure at all. But as you can see, they get another Ice Shot through here. Well, I should just have been throwing another Incinerate, because now they get to another Surf, and I lose. I likely lose. It's a waste of a double boosted Chandelure. This is Skarmory in the back. I get some notifications, which I turn off after this because I get annoyed by it while battling. And I never give up. If there's play, I never give up. I need 2 weather balls to kill this. It looks very tough. My opponent undercharges even to get another air slash in. However, this is CMP unfortunately, and I barely got the 2 weather balls here. But because it's CMP, I'm not able to take this out. Or play with my opponent, and bad timing on my side because Chandelure would have screwed that Skarmory and Galvantula. This is the Dream Lead as well. They swap out. All I need to do is just keep alignment here. So I might actually just shield here. Yep, because I absolutely... Chandelure, it's basically the only thing, besides Umbreon, that Chandelure really fears. It's not... in this video I won't have my Chandelure on an Amok, but Amok in the two shields actually similar to Lapras. You die to 1 charge move with the fast move damage, but other than that, it's a decent matchup for Chandelure. You just need to time well, and if your opponent times bad, it's even better. They bring a Swampert again. This is looking like the Dragonite show. They bring in Charizard. It's Fire Spin, so I outpace him to this Dragon Claw. Yep, this is definitely this is the Dragonite show. I can farm this down with Chandelure and then Shadow Ball, the Swampert. A Dragon Claw shouldn't do too much. Even Blast Burn, I would survive that. It is Blast Burn. Yeah, so where the bulk of Chandelure in Great League is just way too less, but it's kind of perfect here. It's because the attack stat is just, and the Shadow Ball and the stab on it is just insane how much damage it can do. The flame charge boosting and everything does neutral damage, which is awesome. Alright, so here's my Nightmare, Swampert lead, and the Dragon Breath Zard. I don't remember the battle, but I highly doubt I win this. Although I do farm this down, I want my Abomasnow on that Swampert. Let's see what I have in the back. Maybe it's something weak to Chandelure, hopefully. It's an Altaria, so Abomasnow is going to put in a lot of work in this match. I bring in Chandelure here, because Altaria has a very low attack. I can actually just take this easy. I keep the Shadow Ball stored for later. I have a shield disadvantage though, it's not great. I just throw the Energy Ball, expecting them not to shield. They don't. If they didn't shield, that would... if they shielded... or actually, if I threw a Weather Ball here, that may have secured the match for them, especially if they had Sludge Wave. Yeah, this game. I actually want to throw... I want to throw the Shadow Ball here. I expect them to shoot anyway, but I want to close this with Chandelure. I also almost screwed this up, because I threw an Incinerate in my swap. Incinerate takes so long. Then I throw Shadow Ball into them. And that should be it. Those were the games. I hope you liked it. I've really been liking Chandelure in Ultra League because its sweeping potential is just amazing, as you've seen. There are also tough days. Don't get me wrong, Chandelure is not always amazing, especially if I get like a Dragonite lead with this team. There's likely to be Empoleon in the back, and Empoleon stuff in the back is just really rough. I also have another team with Chandelure, which I will make another video on. Even if doesn't matter if I go bad or if I have a bad day in my sets, or if I go well. I just want to show that and see how Chandelure does in different teams. Yeah, I always have it in the back because leading with Chandelure is kind of difficult. You kind of want it with an energy advantage, and it will just be so devastating as you've seen. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you the next time.